Welcome to our comprehensive guide on inflation, an economic concept that affects our everyday lives and has a significant impact on our finances. In this video, we will demystify inflation and explore its various implications. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the fascinating world of inflation. Let's begin by understanding what inflation actually means. Inflation refers to the general increase in prices over time. When the prices of goods and services rise, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. In simpler terms, your money loses its purchasing power. To grasp this concept, imagine you have $100 in your wallet. Today, you can buy a certain amount of groceries, but as inflation occurs, those same groceries will cost more in the future. Your $100 will not stretch as far, and you'll end up buying fewer items or paying more for the same goods. Now that we understand the basic idea behind inflation, let's explore its impact on various aspects of our financial lives. The first area affected by inflation is savings and investments. Inflation erodes the value of your savings over time. If the interest you earn on your savings is lower than the inflation rate, you're essentially losing money. For example, if the inflation rate is 3% per year, but your savings account only earns 1% interest, your purchasing power is decreasing by 2% annually. That's why it's crucial to consider investments that outpace inflation to preserve and grow your wealth. Some common investment options that historically provide a hedge against inflation include stocks, real estate, commodities, or inflation-protected securities. These investments have the potential to generate higher returns and preserve your wealth over the long term. Moving on to borrowing and debt, inflation can have both positive and negative effects. If you have a fixed-rate loan, inflation can work in your favor. As prices rise, the value of your debt decreases relative to your income. For instance, if you borrow $10,000 to buy a car, and inflation causes your salary to increase by 5% per year, that $10,000 debt becomes a smaller portion of your income over time. On the other hand, if you have variable interest rate loans, inflation may lead to higher interest rates. Lenders adjust interest rates to compensate for the eroding value of money. As a result, your debt becomes more expensive to repay, which can strain your finances. Therefore, it's essential to consider the potential impact of inflation when taking on debt. The cost of living is another area heavily impacted by inflation. As prices rise, you'll need to spend more money to maintain the same standard of living. Goods and services, such as housing, healthcare, education, and groceries, all become costlier. This affects everyone, especially those on fixed incomes or with limited financial resources. To cope with the rising cost of living, it's important to budget wisely, save money, and seek opportunities to increase your income. By actively managing your finances and being mindful of your spending habits, you can mitigate the impact of inflation on your day-to-day expenses. Inflation also influences wage growth. While employers may raise wages to keep up with inflation, it can take time for those adjustments to occur. In the short term, your purchasing power may decrease until your income catches up with rising prices. Therefore, it's crucial to negotiate fair wages and explore opportunities for career growth to maintain your financial stability in an inflationary environment. Understanding inflation is key to long-term financial planning. By recognizing its impact on savings, debt, the cost of living, wages, and investments, we can better navigate the changing economic landscape and protect our financial well-being. It's important to stay informed, be proactive, and adapt your financial strategies to mitigate the impact of inflation on your wealth. In conclusion, inflation erodes the value of money over time, affecting various aspects of our finances. By educating ourselves, seeking professional advice, and staying vigilant about our financial decisions, we can minimize the negative effects of inflation and work towards achieving our long-term financial goals. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey through the world of inflation. Remember, understanding inflation is crucial for making informed financial decisions. Stay informed, be proactive, and adapt your financial strategies to thrive in an ever-changing economic environment.